Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bushcraft family here. Today's Friday, Red Shirt Friday. Remember everyone deployed. Um, Today, what we're going to talk about a few things. One of the things is food banks. Uh, I really haven't been paying too much attention to the food banks and whatnot because of just everything else that's been going around. But I heard on the radio here that our food bank is plumb out of food basically, and was asking for donations and things like that. And so I went and got because you can't give them outdated food or anything like that. They can't accept it. So I found some that expires next year. Not some of my newer stuff or anything like that. I took a couple cases down. About all I felt comfortable of giving. That is, and was talking to them at the Salvation Army because that's where our food bank is. And they said they ran out of food Thanksgiving. So Christmas dinner is very, very doubtful that a lot of families will have Christmas dinner this year. That the needy people in our area, and which is a shame. There are some that take advantage of this, but Salvation Army doesn't discriminate discriminate against that or anything. If they come in and ask for help, they give them help. But so I decided I want to do a little checking, see how if it's just in my area. Um, One of the first places I came across was uh, in Tampa. They're having uh, extreme shortages also, and I did a little digging with that, and they're actually having 42,000 more families that need fed for the holidays this year, for the last, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that's a lot. That's a lot this year. And again, our president says we're doing better this year than we are last year. So 42,000 families is a lot of extra families for a year. And what the food bank is having issues with is they don't go to the grocery store and go shop for these families. They buy in bulk, and with all the shipping issues from the ports, they cannot get this stuff now. So their only option is going to the grocery stores and buying out their stuff. So, which that means we're going to see that extra shortage coming from the food banks going in and buying that stuff, whatever they can't get a hold of. They got to go and buy it or ask the public for donations like they did here. Um, they said they need like 20,000 turkeys, and this is just in Tampa. 20,000 turkeys, uh, not or hams. It doesn't matter. That that's a lot. So just imagine them going to all the stores around the Tampa area and buying up all the turkeys and ham. Does that mean for people that's going to go buy their food for that? They're not going to find it, and that could be a major issue. Um, so I don't know, guys. If I would almost go out and buy the stuff ahead of time, um, Christmas dinner, because before too long, if this is the case, if they can't get a hold of that stuff and they go to the grocery store to purchase stuff for people who don't have the means to buy Christmas dinner and stuff, we're not going to see it in the stores, um, because you know how hard it is, how long you have to wait before the shelves get restocked and stuff like that. Now, just imagine if they just completely wipe it out. Um, but that's something to think about there. And another thing I wanted to go over was our good old. Everybody remember the wall down south? Well, since our president halted it so that they are not going to be finished building it, well, what's going to happen is the contractors that were installing the wall to begin with, if there's any issues like faulty whatever, the metal's bad or whatever the case may be, um, basically the warranty is null now since they canceled the contract. If the wall falls down, if the foundation, the concrete's bad or whatever, no big deal. They're not, the contractors are not liable for this now. On top of this, all the extra materials. We have all the materials down there to finish this wall up, but it's just sitting there collecting dust, and they're already talking about trying to find somebody who wants to buy it at a half price type of deal. If they don't find people to buy it, they're hauling it all to scrap. Yep. And we could use that wall right now. If nobody has noticed, we have a lot of people coming in uh, from our borders, and I got a cat in my lap. He's being annoying. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. All the money that was paid for this, for that wall to be put up, and although there is Abbott down in Texas that wants to build it, but do they have the money to do it? But I'm sure if he called for help in Texas, I know there's a lot of people in Texas would go out and volunteer to get that wall up instead of letting all this stuff riffraff come into uh, our borders. I have no problem with them coming in. Do it the legal way. That's what the process was made for. You you do your paperwork and do all the checklist and everything. You're welcome. Come in, get a job, pay taxes. That's what it's for. Not to come in and sneak in and sponge off of everybody that pays their taxes, basically, or do bad things because you can't find work and whatnot, or whatever the case would be. Um, but yeah, that's an issue there, and to think about this goes into this other subject. Um, Everybody knows the Omicron, Omicron that's out there now. So um, there's new orders from the big guy. Well, uh, President Fucci or whatever you want to call him. That's evidently Biden calls him president too. So evidently he took over. Mr. Fauci has took over his his job as president, and now it doesn't make any difference if you are vaxed or not, you have to get tested when traveling. So, what is the point of this here being juiced? What's the point of it if you have to get tested? Why do you have to get tested if you're protected? Well, that's a lie because you're not protected. And this new thing that's out, um, the only people that seem to be getting it are those who are juiced. Hmm. Interesting, isn't it? So people traveling for the holidays and stuff, you have to be tested. It doesn't make any difference if you got the juice or not. You have to be tested. So that's something to think about. And if you haven't noticed, in certain remarks, the people who are not juiced, we are the fault of them not taking down the sickness. It's our fault, even even though they're testing the people who got juiced. Makes no sense. It's one of those interesting things. Um, but how long do you think? For me, to be honest, I didn't think that Biden would make it to the end of this year. I really didn't. And by the looks of him walking up the stairs to get on the plane and stuff, wind blows him over. He doesn't look healthy. I mean, I see people in nursing homes that look more vibrant and healthier than he does. He's sitting there coughing up lungs, and one speech he's sitting there drooling. He has to put the drool back into his mouth because there's something wrong, and there's still people that are backing him. Um, I don't know. All we can hope for is a better next year. Um, enjoy our holidays and everything. Uh, yeah, but who do we have to look forward to if he doesn't make it? What would she do? I have she hasn't done anything. I mean, she doesn't know where the border is. She was supposed to go down there and take care of that. We see how that went. She went to kindergarten and had the little kids reading stories to her. At least Bush, he actually he read stories to the little ones. Even her own staff wants to leave her. uh, she just needs to be put in a padded room with a computer and just send her emails every once in a while, she'll feel like she's doing something for the country. Uh, ay, ay, ay. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to make a very long video this time. I apologize for the video yesterday. It was quite a long video, but there's a lot of stuff I wanted to get out. And there was still a lot more. I stayed up all night and did research until I got enough stuff that I thought would be important stuff to put out there. And yeah, I was beat by the time that the premiere was over. um, and I overlooked one of the most important things because I wanted to go over the imports and outports. because of our last president. You see how much of the imports that were coming in, it had went way down. And then as soon as this guy's in office, Mr. Biden is in office, whew, we're right back to where we were, if not worse, relying on the other countries for to feed us. And that's nowhere to be. We need to take care of ourselves. We're able to do it. Trading's fine and do this stuff and that stuff, but we don't need to be relying on another country, the majority of it, to feed us. So if they say you're cut off, oh no, what are we going to do? That type of thing. We're screwed because we've been relying on other countries to feed us. And I know there's other stuff involved in that too, but it's a lot of our food comes from other places. Okay, guys. Like I said, have a very happy Friday, and I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. And I know things seem rough and everything right now, but always keep your head up and always move forward. Put a smile on your face. God bless.